everyone, it's Jamie and welcome to day 21 of Flossmas, and we are almost to the end. So I'm going to start with showing my progress that I made yesterday on my Dureen Jones advent calendar, and yesterday I stitched on day 20, which was the cute little candy cane. And then I also ended up stitching on day 24 over here, which is the Santa, and now all that's left on Santa is the back stitching. I was stitching this block early because on Christmas Eve I will probably not be able to stitch very much, so I wanted to get that done early so that this chart is finished before Christmas. Now all that's left is these 3 blocks, and according to Pattern Keeper there's only like 1,200 stitches left, so I'm kind of wanting to just like stitch them all now and get this finished so that it can be done, and then I can stitch on some other Christmas things before Christmas. But we will see what I end up doing today. So today is day 21, which means I am going to be stitching the elf, which is a very cute little elf. And this is being stitched on 16 count Picture This Plus fabric in the color Fresco. So there was that. And then my random chart that I picked yesterday was the chart Dear Alice by Artisy, and I am stitching the large version. Here is where I was when I started working on it yesterday. And here I am now. The fabric is kind of all bunched up. So I had originally started at the bottom and was working my way up, and then I decided to stitch a line of black up here this way, and I wanted to see how far up the black would go before it would like get farther apart, and I went up here, which is, I think this is the halfway point of the chart. And then now I am stitching the black going down because I prefer stitching down instead of stitching up. But the reason I had started at the bottom of the chart was because most of the black on this chart is the bottom. The top of the chart has more green, so that's why I started at the bottom of the chart. And I am stitching this extreme cross country by color, trying to stitch all of the black first, which is going to take forever. I think I still have 17,000 stitches left of black before I can move on to a different color. And I am stitching this on 18 count 2/1 full cross. So. And now it is time to pick the chart for today. What is it? Game of Thrones! So this is a chart by Tilton Crafts, and I will pause and go grab that right now. Alright, I am back with Game of Thrones, and here's where I am on Game of Thrones right now. I started this in the top left, and I was originally stitching following the diagonal, using the diagonal method, which I think was by Karen something bug. I can't remember what her YouTube channel was, but I just remember watching her videos, and she used to stitch on the diagonal. I'm not sure if she still does. And I started doing that, but then once I got to Littlefinger, I wanted to stitch his face. And then when the new Game of Thrones show came out, and it was about the Targaryens, then I wanted to stitch Daenerys this year. And so I moved to Daenerys. So that's probably what I will be stitching on today, is trying to get her face filled in more because she looks a little weird right now. This is being stitched on 28 count 1/1 full cross. Okay, so that is what I'll be working on today, and I'll be back tomorrow for day 22, and we will see what I do on that advent calendar, because like I said, I just want it finished at this point. Like, I don't really care that much about finishes. I usually care just more about getting progress, but once I get to the point where there's like 1,000 stitches left, I'm like, I could do that. That's a doable amount of stitches to get a finish, so yeah. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow for day 22. Thank you everyone for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.